to another ministerial mishap with Norma Ronald, Ronald Baddiley, Patricia Hayes, John Graham, Alexandra Dane, and the men from the ministry, Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. In government service, there's a strong sense of comradeship. If a problem comes up, busy executives know they're all in the same boat, and they're always ready to help each other out of it. So when a colleague seems to be flagging, discreet inquiries are made.
You seem depressed, too. Have your braces snapped again, or did your landlady give you too many prunes for breakfast?
Well, if you must know, it's just that there's no money in the petty cash. It means I get no lunch again.
Oh, let's see. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, there is something there.
Yes, the usual 3 Spanish pesetas, 2 trouser buttons, and a badge saying, "Switch me on, cheeky."
Yeah, so I'm afraid it's an echo of the national problem. You know, we've all got to economize.
I've tried one, and I put up an idea the other day for saving on civil servants' travelling expenses.
Splendid. What did you suggest?
I said we should all stay at home. Well, they could send the papers to us, and we'd have them permission refused.
Oh, the permanent undersecretary won't buy that idea. No, he likes to come to London to get away from his wife. The only time he's homesick is when he's at home.
I've also been saving on shoe leather. I take longer strides when I walk. But I still haven't got enough money.
Don't fuss, Sue, please. I mean, we shouldn't be discussing our finances. It's the country we're supposed to be worrying about.
Yes, I hear you've been appointed to the economic think tank.
We have to study the state of the nation and suggest ways of putting a stop to it. And the government are extremely worried about the cost of living and the rampant inflationary spiral.
Ooh, what's that?
It means prices and incomes chase each other around in ever-diminishing circles till they finally disappear up their own arbitration machinery.
Yes, and we're supposed to do something about it.
The permanent undersecretary told us to put our heads together and create an economic platform.
Oh, by the way, Sir Gregory rang this morning. He wanted to check you sent the voting forms for the civil service beauty contest.
Oh, yes. We dispatched them yesterday. Sir Gregory seems quite keen on the project, isn't he?
Well, beauty contests are right up his alley, aren't they? I heard he was a judge at the local area heat.
Yes, he was trembling so much he nearly dropped his binoculars.
Why didn't you enter, Mildred?
Oh, I knew I didn't have a chance. Sir Gregory always gives first prize to his fence water from the charging pool.
Ah, but this year the others outvoted him. Little blonde girl from the Board of Trade got it.
Really?
Angela Raver, her name is. Once the judges saw A. Raver printed on her card, she was away.
Oh, yes, and now she's Miss Civil Service London, you see.
And she's through to the national finals.
Yes, well, I just hope someone's warned her about Sir Gregory and his unbridled lechery.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, good morning, Sir Lechery. Sir Gregory. How are you, sir? Well, I thought. And Lady Pitkin?
Stop nattering.
Has she really? Yes, stop nattering, Sue, please.
How are you getting on with these economic problems?
Well, you will be most impressed, Sir Gregory. We've very nearly started.
The problem is urgent, remember. The PM's extremely concerned.
Don't worry, sir. You'll soon be able to tell him what he can do.
Oh, yes, in fact, you can go back to your office and relax right now, Sir Gregory. Oh, my word, yes.
Oh, you don't get rid of me as easily as that. I've another job for you both.
Your wish is our command, sir.
The ministry offices are absolutely filthy.
Well, how funny you should say that. Seriously funny, Sir Gregory should say that.
Yes, very funny.
You know, we were saying that only, when was it?
It was the other day, wasn't it?
Of course it was that. It's only the other day. We were saying how filthy the offices were.
Yes, our windows are so filthy we thought it was thick fog outside.
Yes, we slept in the office for 3 nights thinking the trains wouldn't run.
Have you quite finished, you two?
Except to say, sir, you're absolutely right. The ministry offices are filthy.
Yes.
People don't seem to make much effort. I mean, your typewriter is covered in cobwebs, Miss Murphin.
Oh, they've been there for years.
The trouble, Sir Gregory, is we just can't get the cleaners, you see. I mean, they stay a few weeks and then they go.
And they're so casual. When I told the last one I could write my name in the dust on my desk, all she said was, "Isn't education wonderful?"
It's the economics again, isn't it? I mean, they won't work here because they don't pay any now.
Oh, nonsense. Now, I want this department to mount an advertising campaign.
Yes, sir.
Get more women cleaners. Use the national press.
Yes.
Point out that they'll be working for some of the country's top men. Me, for instance.
You mean something like Sir Gregory Pitkin needs a daily woman?
Yes. No, not daily woman. You must make the job sound pleasant and attractive.
Perhaps we should leave your name out of it, sir.
Just find some cleaners and find some answers to our economic problems. And get on with it.
Yes. Well, we'd better knock up an advert, too. And we must make the job sound exciting. See? Like Sir Gregory said.
Well, what about a slogan, sir? If you want to go far, be a Whitehall charm.
Or even a catchy little verse. Earn extra cash, don't be nervous. Become a scrubber in the civil service.
No. We don't want highbrow poetry. It might put them off.
Well, what do you suggest, sir?
The new lady wants to be called a charm. I mean, we should advertise for a cleaning expert.
What a good idea.
Now, let me think now. We want it. Cleaning expert for light governmental duties, ample facilities for sport. That should attract the right sort of woman, doesn't it?
More tea, Nobby.
Right, don't mind if I do. I'm enjoying this kipper.
So I hear.
Wouldn't mind having that other one from yesterday.
There's only this little bit left. Next door's cat's had it off the braining board.
Oh. Very tasty, kippers.
Meal in themselves, I always say. Funny when you think there's a herrings. Die the cold.
Yes, of course. You couldn't eat them while they was alive, could you?
I've got a bit of bad news, Nobby. I lost my job today.
I used to like the nice bloke there, too. What's that, Lily? You lost your job?
At the university.
But you've been cleaning up there for 40 years.
That's what I told them. I said I'd never have taken it on if I'd have known it was only temporary.
You're one of their best cleaners. They called you Lightning Lil.
I know, but now they say I'm redundant.
At your age, you can't be.
If you ask me, it's all these student fittings. The floors don't need polishing no more. So they're cutting down staff to save money.
Daft, I call it.
Well, it's your economic crisis, isn't it? It's all them politicians. They've got no idea of how to run the country. No idea.
Well, you'd better find another job, Lil. You won't be able to afford your bingo help. All your yoga classes.
Here, give us the paper a minute. Let's have a look at the ad.
Here you are.
Your mum's bike went through there.
Oh, yes, you can't beat a kipper, I always say. You can keep your champagne and your caviar.
Here, Nobby, look at this. They want a cleaning expert at the ministry in Whitehall.
Whoa, you get yourself fixed up there, Lil. Could be a nice, cosy little number, that.
Yes, I'll drop them a line. And I'll go in and interview them tomorrow afternoon.
Children, that memo you typed to me yesterday, has it gone off?
Oh, yes, sir. We copied to all departments.
Pity. I've just seen my copy, and I'd like to draw your attention to the last paragraph.
Have I made a boo-boo?
I think you could say that. I dictated, remember, he's a very important person. He is, after all, the minister. Look what you wrote.
Remember, he's a very impotent person. He is, after all, a monster. No wonder the minister sounded so stroppy on the phone.
I wish you wouldn't do these things, Mildred. It's bad for our images. Economic think tank.
I'm sorry, sir. How's it going, anyway?
Well, Mr. Lammer, I keep driving ourselves on, you know. We have to, see. I mean, we're the dynamo at the heart of government planning, the nation's powerhouse of financial strategy.
Let's have a nice cup of tea.
Good idea, sir. Yeah.
Righty ho, sir. I'll go and put the kettle on.
Thanks.
I'm trying to get some statistics.
Statistics?
I thought I could give Sir Gregory a breakdown.
I really believe you could, too.
My friend Mr. Crawley is bringing us some books.
Oh, creepy Crawley from next door. I'll talk to the Deryck.
Hello, Mr. Crawley.
Hello, gentlemen. I brought you a few reference books to help you with your economic what's-his-name.
Oh, thank you very much.
I hope you'll find them useful. Those two were written specially for the civil service.
Oh, may I see? Sure. How to baffle the public with statistics. Oh, very useful, that, yes.
Oh, and this could be even better. Facts and figures and how to twist them.
Sir Gregory will be impressed when he sees us studying these.
Loafing around reading books, eh?
On the contrary, sir, we're engaged on a preliminary statistical survey.
Say that again, lad.
I doubt if I could, Sir Gregory.
We're working hard, sir, on the economic problem.
Indeed. Well, your work so far has been execrable.
Oh, thank you very much.
However, you're about to get the help of an economics expert. I've just been lunching with the PM.
Well, if he feels he can assist us, sir, we'd be prepared to listen to him, yeah.
Now, be quiet, LENNOX-BROWN. That PM won't be helping you. Oh. But he's been very impressed by Professor Bannister, the economics don at Liverpool University. He's invited the professor to advise the ministry.
Professor Bannister? Is he coming here too?
He is she, and she'll be coming down from Liverpool tomorrow.
Yes, I've heard of Professor Bannister, haven't I? Didn't he get a lot of publicity recently?
Yes. She's highly regarded in financial circles, of course, but in the public, she's mainly known for her advanced thinking in sex in society.
Oh, I remember. She was in that BBC Two programme, Libido.
Yes.
Talking about free love. Did you see it, Mr. Lamb?
No, my lamb is switched it off.
She feels that Puritan restrictions cause harmful neuroses, and she therefore advocates, she's a very interesting woman.
You're trembling again, Sir Gregory.
Yes, well, be that as it may, she's coming here to deal with economics and finance. She will advise on this and that, but not on the other.
Right, sir.
She'll be in London for several days, and the PM wants her to have VIP treatment.
What?
He'd admitted himself that he couldn't get shore leave.
Oh. So, you'll be meeting her then, Tony?
No, unfortunately, I have to leave early tomorrow. It'll be up to you two to receive Professor Bannister, get her views on the economic crisis, and whatever she says goes. Her word is law.
We'll certainly make her welcome, Sir Gregory.
No expense spared, of course. Remember, it's only public money.
I've confirmed the professor's hotel reservation.
Oh, you got the penthouse suite at Plaza?
That's right.
Good. She should be here soon. Now, let's hope Mildred gets back from her interview in time to make her some tea.
That is if she likes tea.
What are you talking about, tea? Everybody likes tea.
Professor Bannister may not. She seems a pretty unorthodox character.
Does she?
Well, she must be. Talking about free love on the telly.
Oh, nonsense. Two people saying anything on telly.
I read an article about her in this week's Woman's World. She started mixed colleges at Liverpool University, you know.
Yes, so I gather.
Yes, boys and girls in the same building. She says people can't get on with their work unless they get plenty of... the opposite... Well, the thing is... Do you think I'll just take one?
I bet quite a lot of money on it, too. Now, remember, her private views are purely incidental. Professor Bannister is coming to us as the country's top economics expert. And watch it. He'll be here in a moment.
Excuse me. There was no one in the outer office, so I come straight in.
Oh, good morning, madam.
Yes, come in, my dear lady. Come in and sit down.
Let me get you a cushion.
I take it, madam, you're the, well, now, how shall I phrase this? The expert?
Well, I should be. I've been at it long enough.
Indeed, yes. Well, my colleague and I were just talking about you.
I worked at the university, see.
Yes, so we understand, yes. And now you're kindly giving your services to us.
The government is extremely grateful.
Oh, yes, the permanent undersecretary is delighted you'll be with us, and so are the minister and the PM.
Men can't work properly without their comfort, can they? They need a woman to oblige them, I always say that.
So I gather, I read in Woman's World...
Let's stick to business.
At the university, I always give them a good start to the day.
Yes, I'm sure, but getting back to the matter in hand...
And none of the gentlemen complain, and if you're not satisfied, you've only got to tell me.
Thank you.
They had their money's worth up there, I can tell you. Do you know the Vice-Chancellor had me on the front steps every morning at 6? Then I was acted in the corridors till 9. Yes, and sometimes I used to oblige them on the high table in the evening.
Think what our universities have come to.
Oh, I never complained. It was an interest, really. Excepting that it was a bit wearing on the knees. Well, yes. That's the only way, isn't it? On the knees.
Well, of course, you realize your ideas are rather modern.
Modern?
Modern.
What, me?
Yes.
Not on your life. I mean, they offered me a long-handled brush, but I said no. You know, I don't want one. I prefer the old-fashioned method.
I see. Yes. Well, we're very fascinated by all this matter, of course. You don't think we're not. But, I mean, what we're mainly interested in is your views, you see, on the country's economy.
Yes. Can you tell us what to do with the cost of living?
Not half, I can't. Just do give me the chance. I'll give you my views, don't you worry.
Yes, splendid. But first, I think we should escort you to your hotel, you know. As our secretary isn't back, perhaps we can have tea there.
My hotel?
We booked you a suite at the Plaza.
A suite? At the Plaza?
Well, of course, if you'd rather go somewhere else...
No, I think that'll be all right. It's very kind of you, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm not sure, madam. No. I mean, we want to make certain you're looked after, you see. I mean, you're a very important person.
Oh, well, it's nice to know someone appreciates us ladies who do.
Quite.
Have you much luggage with you?
Luggage? No, I've only got my shopping bag.
Travelling light, eh?
I don't know about light. There's 4 pounds of spuds in there and a packet of sprouts and a packet of frozen kippers.
Really? Ah, you're doing a spot of research. Yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't ring earlier, Bernard. My annual interview went on for ages. I told Miss Digby I should have arrived or know the reason why. Yeah, and she spent an hour telling me the reasons why. Well, I didn't get back till 3. No, they aren't here. They left a note saying they've taken this professor to the Plaza. I'm sorry I can't, love. I'm expecting a new child lady. Admin had a letter. She's coming this afternoon. Well, I've got to give her expenses, you see, and then I'll send her down to the old porter. He dishes out all the cleaning gear. Well, if she's here soon, we might get a cup of tea, love.
Excuse me, I wondered who could help me.
Oh, with pleasure, madam.
I'm Professor Bannister.
Oh, yes, I saw your libido on the telly.
They're expecting me in the General Assistance Department. Can you tell me where that is?
It's up the end of the corridor, Professor, just next door to the what's-his-name.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, Bernard, but I'll have to hang up now. I can hear someone coming. It'll be the new cleaner. Hello.
Is this the General Assistance Department?
That's right, dear. I was expecting you. Come in.
Thank you. I shall be helping you out for a few days.
Oh, well, I hope you can stay longer than that. We're in a shocking mess.
So I gather. I see the job as a cleaning up operation.
Oh, you can say that again. Now, you'll mind you don't leave paddles on the lino, won't you?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, and be extra careful in Mr. Lamb's office. He has bits of fluff on top of his cupboard.
Really?
Now, here's the money for the bus fares. We always give that right away.
That's fair. But I have my own car, you know.
Oh, bless you.
You're the secretary, I take it.
Yeah, that's right, dear.
I find your manner rather strange. I must say, in a top ministry office, one expects a little polish.
Well, don't you worry. You'll get plenty of polish. Now, you can go and see Mr. Matthews in the front hall.
Indeed?
Yeah, he'll take care of you.
Oh, I must say, it's about time somebody did.
Oh, pardon me for living. You're not tight to be a child lady.
Ah, Miss Mervyn.
Oh, good afternoon, Sir Gregory.
I didn't get away as early as I planned. So much to do, you know. But there's one little task I must leave to you.
Yes, sir.
This Civil Service Beauty Contest, the finals are being held tomorrow, and Miss Civil Service London is dropping in this afternoon. Now, I had hoped to see her myself. I've been doing my best to encourage her, but I have to go now, so you'll have to see her and give her her travel voucher.
How far is she going to go, sir?
Well, I've not yet had a chance to find out. Yes. Yes. The finals are being held in North Wales, at Abreast, in fact.
Well, won't you be going up there, sir?
Yeah, unfortunately, no. I have to take someone away for the weekend.
Abroad?
No, my wife, actually. Anniversary, couldn't get out of it. Pity. Miss Raver looks good in a swimsuit, and I was hoping to see more of her.
You're right, Sir Gregory. You're all trembling.
Right. When Miss Raver comes in, give her my best wishes. And tell her Sir Gregory Pitkin, MBE, is thinking of her. Yes, well, carry on, Miss Merton.
Ooh, I wonder if I've made another boo-boo. Perhaps that was Miss Raver who came in just now. And I thought she was a char.
Now, I hope you find this hotel comfortable, dear lady.
Comfortable? It's a blooming palace. He's just like in the pictures. I kept thinking I was seeing Fred Astaire dancing across the foyer.
No, that was Mr. Lamb. He caught his shoelace in the revolving door.
Would you like another cup of tea?
I wouldn't say no. I've no idea the person in white always like this.
Yes, now, perhaps we could pick your brains over the cucumber sandwich.
Oh. Well, I think that'll be all right, eh?
Do you think I'd better make notes, John?
Yes, that's a good idea, too, if you would, please. Now, tell me, madam, what do you see as the basic cause of our economic crisis?
Eh? Oh, you mean what's put the country up the spout?
See, too, it goes straight to the heart of the matter.
Well, it stands to reason, doesn't it? We all ought to get more pay.
Splendid idea. Yes, but there's just one small point there, isn't there? I mean, where would the extra money come from?
Bingo.
Yes, pardon.
Bingo. That is your answer. So the government gets the blooming profit.
Joe, did you get that, too?
Yes. So the government gets the blooming profit.
And then there's your trains. They lose money every year, don't they? Cut them out. Scrap the railway.
Scrap the railway?
Yes. Scrap the whole lot at one go instead of bit by bit like what they're doing now.
He's right, Martin. Think of the money we save.
Saving, that's another thing. How can we save when your decimals keep putting up your prices?
Very good question, that, yes.
Get rid of your decimals and we'll be all right.
Make another of that, sir.
Yes. Abolish decimal capital.
And the railways, remember?
And the railways.
And I'll tell you something else.
Yes, well, we're all ears, dear lady. Yes.
What about your politicians, eh? What do they do?
Well, they sit in the House of Commons.
Exactly. Call that a proper job? Sitting around all day? It's a living scandal. But to be doing something useful.
Yes, but they have to attend debate.
Well, let them do something useful as well.
Politicians doing something useful? That is a revolutionary thought. Well, we'll see what can be done, madam, and your other points, of course, will be put in hand at once.
Oh, hello, Professor Bannister. Fancy bumping into you again. You saw Mr. LENNOX-BROWN?
No, I saw his secretary, who seemed very odd, and she sent me down to that snuffy hall porter.
Oh, yes. Oh, what's his name?
And he had the impertinence to give me a bucket and a mop and a bar of soap.
Good gracious. Oh, whatever are they up to?
That's what I'm about to find out, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, it's you again.
It certainly is. And I want an explanation. I believe we've made some mistake.
Do you know, I thought I had. I'm ever so sorry. I thought you were the new Shaw.
The new Shaw?
Well, I do apologise.
Yes, too late for that.
Oh, no. In this office, we apologise all day. But it's all right now. So Gregory came in and explained all about you. He sent his best wishes and told me to give you this travel warrant.
Travel warrant?
Yes, you're to go to North Wales straight away.
I'm to go to North Wales?
Yes, you have a go there. That's where it's all happening. We're depending on you.
Well, if the permanent undersecretary wants me to go to North Wales, I suppose I'd better. But it seems rather odd.
Did you have a pleasant weekend, Mr. Gregory?
No, Lamb, I had an absolutely ghastly weekend. I had to take my wife back to our honeymoon hotel for our anniversary.
These things mean a lot to the ladies, don't they?
Yes, and would you believe she'd bought herself a new see-through nightie?
Oh, I'm sure she looked charming.
No, she did not. She was wearing a flannel vest underneath. Have you been looking after this economics expert?
Oh, we certainly have, Sir Gregory. We took her to Covent Garden on Saturday night, a posh restaurant on Sunday, and she's still pink with this hotel.
Yeah, at £50 a night she ought to be. Has she given you advice on the economy?
Oh, she certainly has. Yes, she put forward several clear-cut ideas, all of which are being implemented.
Good, good. I'm looking forward to meeting her.
Here she comes now, just getting out of the lift.
What? That funny little woman who keeps prodding people with an umbrella?
Yes, yes. She is rather eccentric.
But I'm taking her out to lunch at the Monte Carlo.
Here I am. How are Tom and Jerry today, then?
Well, very well, dear lady. Thank you. May I introduce the permanent undersecretary, Gregory Pritchard?
Oh, Please sweat the pleasure on too.
Yeah. How do you do, madam?
Oh, get away with you, you soul sport. Give me a soul sport, eh?
Gregory? Yes.
Come on, then, tell him.
Yes, he's soul sport.
I'll see you later.
Mr. Gregory, I think the head waiter wants to have a word with you.
Excuse me, sir. Sir Gregory Pitkin.
Gregory Pitkin, ND.
A telephone call for you, sir. You may take it at the desk.
Very well. Excuse me, madam. Affairs of state, Murdoch.
I like him, you know. What a lovely suit. He looks really extinguished.
Excuse me, but would Madam mind removing her feet from the table?
Yes, I would mind. They're doing no harm. I'll put my shoes on safely.
I say, I wonder who's phoning Sir Gregory. He's gone quite white and he's shaking all over. Nothing could have possibly gone wrong, could it?
I'm beginning to wonder, too. He started chewing the telephone flex.
He's hung up. He's coming back.
Now then, you fool. What the devil has been going on? That was Miss Civil Service London on the phone. She never got to have a devil at all. She spent the whole weekend scrubbing out the minister.
What? But, Hubby, that's my job. He's just trying to put me out of work.
Your job?
I'm the cleaning expert around here.
Leading expert?
I answered the ad in the paper, didn't I?
I think I'll take us for a leave one.
Stay where you are there. Let's get this straight. You've been taking this woman's advice on the economy. And you've been putting it into effect.
Here is the news read by John Curl. There's been some confusion in Britain's transport system following the government's weekend axing of all British rail services. Commuters have been getting to London by walking along the disused railway line. There was an accident on Southern Region when a group of office workers, marching from Brighton to London, ran into the rear end of a group of housewives walking from Croydon. Several people were derailed, but no one was hurt. Delays are expected on this line. London stations report brisk business on their first day as state bingo halls. Euston has a full house, but at Waterloo there are some vacancies for players on platform 3. As announced earlier, the Treasury has cancelled the use of decimal currency. A barter system has been substituted. The first to benefit were Midlands car workers who opened today's pay packets to find they'd each received 2 sliced loaves, a dozen eggs, and a balloon. Commons, the new scheme for MPs to carry out useful tasks while listening to debate, got off to a good start. Lady members are knitting and making rugs, while male MPs are doing basket work, carpentry, and bicycle repair. The leader of the opposition said he was glad the government had at last got weaving. But the Prime Minister drew attention to the large number of ugly baskets on the opposition benches.
That little lot, I'll never know.
Oh, I think if one does one's best, you know, one's entitled to a little luck.
Luck? That state bingo's making a fortune.
The PM's delighted with Lily. She's been asked to stay on as government advisor.
But what about poor Professor Bannister?
Oh, did you hear, Mother? Oh, yes, she won the music contest. Yes, they're giving her £1,000 from the film contract. Yes, she's got great things in front of her.
Of course, it was unfortunate about the railways, but we soon got them going again, and people appreciate them more now. They're doing better business than before. It just goes to prove one thing, Mildred.
What's that, sir?
You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time.
But to fool all the people all of the time takes a couple of experts. Yes.
Muddling through as the men from the ministry were Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. Also featured were Norma Ronald, Ronald Baddiley, John Graham, Alexandra Dane, and Patricia Hayes as Lily. The program was written by Edward Taylor and John Graham and produced by Edward Taylor. Join us now for another canter down the corridors of power with Norma Ronald, Ronald Baddiley, John Graham, Hilary Pritchard, and the men from the ministry, Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. Ministry men work at such pressure that the strain sometimes begins to show. Their devoted secretaries watch carefully for those telltale little signs that mean all is not well.
Here, Mr. Lamb. Oh, what are you standing on your desk and waving your arms about? Oh, you haven't dropped the stapling machine down your trousers again.
No, Mildred, I'm rehearsing for the Civil Service Amateur Dramatic Club.
I see. Your last play didn't do too well, did it? It's the only time I've seen an audience get their money back before the curtain went up.
Well, it wasn't our best production, I'll admit. I think the play was wrong. People complained about the end.
What was wrong with it?
It was too far from the beginning.
I see.
But this new show, the difference. We're doing a Christmas Carol, and I'm going to be Scrooge.
Ooh!
I did an audition, and Miss Quick, who's producing, said I'm a born thespian.
Well, never mind what she says. I'm sure you're as normal as anyone.
Anyway, to work myself into the part, I'm going to recite some of Scrooge's speeches at my landlady's anniversary party.
Oh, is it his wedding anniversary?
No, it's exactly 10 years tomorrow since Mr. Bradley left her. He went out to buy some milk and he never came back.
What did she do?
Luckily, she had some of that powdered stuff. Every year she invites a few friends into her front room and rarely lets her hair down.
Well, you are going to have a busy week.
Yes, I'll have to leave the office routine to Mr. LENNOX-BROWN. Where is he, by the way? He's usually in by 12.
Oh, he's been in, sir. He's going to see the permanent undersecretary.
Oh, dear. Sir Gregory hasn't heard about our little blunder, has he?
Which particular little blunder were you thinking of?
Oh, that new computer for the Ministry of Defense. We mixed up the design of the department's hot food dispenser. They fed in lots of scientific data, and out came a steak and kidney pie.
Now, Mr. Obi's gone to see Sir Gregory about recording the Prime Minister's speech tonight.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, it's a big thing about the economy, and they've got to record it in advance.
And LB's involved with the PM? Oh, I'll bet he sees about that. He'll be more smug than ever.
Yeah, you can see it, can't you? He'll come in, twiddling his moustache, and he'll say...
If anyone wants me tonight, I'll be at number 10 Downing Street.
Oh, well done, Mildred. That sounded just like him when he goes all pompous. Yes. Hello, son.
Did you hear what I said to? I have been invited to 10 Downing Street, the centre of public affairs. I shall have a foot on the very seat of government.
You're not the only one with a top-level job. I'm playing Scrooge for the Civil Service players.
Oh, good grief. You're not still messing about with amateur dramatics, even after that disaster with Hamlet?
Why bring that up? I only fell off the stage once. And that was because I had my wig on back to front.
I've come round to the view that amateur dramatics are a waste of time. If I want to see rubbish like that, I can see it on television.
Everyone needs an hobby, sir. I mean, you can't work all the time.
That is very true, Mildred, very true. And as it happens, I have a spare time activity, totally in keeping with my status and position. I have been asked, you say, to be master of ceremonies for the Civil Service Old-Time Dancing Club every Friday.
I thought old Rudge of the Board of Trade always did that.
Well, he did, but he got too eccentric. Last month he arrived in an awful state. He'd been over at Customs and Excise tasting the confiscated liquor. He called some very odd instructions for the gay Gordons, and Miss Boot called the police.
So they got you in to take his place, sir?
That's right. They wanted someone with poison personality.
I just thought old Rudge was poisonous enough.
Poise and personality, too.
Can we come and see you on Friday?
Not this Friday, no. I shan't be able to make it. I'm trying to find a deputy. But I mustn't burn you with my problems, must I? Time I toddled off home.
But you only just got here once.
No sense in overtaxing myself. I want to be at my best when I meet the Prime Minister tonight. I'll tell you all about it in the morning.
Yeah, I may be a little late tomorrow on. I have an early rehearsal with the drama group.
Well, now, shall we run through your first scene, Mr. Lamb? Scrooge is in his office, brooding about Bob Cratchit.
Yes.
Off you go.
Right. Christmas Eve it may be, but I'm going to stay in my office and scratch it.
No, Mr.
Lamb, the name is Cratchit.
Oh.
And it should be. I'm going to stay in my office and Cratchit can do the same.
Oh, silly me.
Yes, right. Now, carry on from there.
Yes. We've got to work hard, not waste time being jolly. We've got to work hard and rake in the knowledge.
Mr. Lamb, that's not in the script.
No, it's a little rhyme I made up myself. I thought the dialogue needed brightening.
Well, thank you, Mr. Lamb, but we'd rather have it as it's written. Next speech, please.
Yes. Curse Cratchit. All this work and worry. And what do I get? Runs off stage.
Runs off stage is a stage direction. Oh, dear. Now, look, Mr. Lamb, I may have made a mistake. I'm beginning to feel you're not quite right for the part.
Not right, but what about our production of Treasure Island? People said they'd never seen a Long John like mine.
Well, Scrooge isn't quite the same. I blame myself. I should have seen you're, too young for it.
Too young?
Yes, I mean, your essential youth and vitality keeps coming through. The whole dramatic tension drops.
You don't want me to do it, do you?
My dear Mr. Lamb, that doesn't mean I'm dispensing with your services. You might be one of the carol singers, or even ships and sailors.
Oh, all right. Perhaps I will have another cup, Mildred, and I'll try one of those ginger bickies.
So it all went well last night, sir.
It certainly did, Mildred, yes. I think I can describe my visit to 10 Downing Street as a minor triumph. No, I tell a lie, a major triumph.
And you actually spoke to the Prime Minister?
His speech was about the economy, you see. So he asked me about one or two facts and figures over a glass of sherry, of course. And I was able to put him right about the whole thing.
Well, I never. Talk about mingling with the mighty. Why was the speech recorded, anyway?
Well, it has to go out on Friday night on the European Common Market link-up. And the PM will be in America at the time to see the space shot launched.
Oh, yeah, they're sending another rocket to the moon, aren't they?
That's right, yes. A couple of astronauts are going up to look for minerals.
Daft, I'll call it. They know there's nothing there.
Yeah, it does begin to look like it, doesn't it? The moon seems utterly barren and empty. Like,
Mr. Lamb.
Yes, like Mr. Lamb. Oh, hello, too. Didn't see you creeping in. You look like an accident on the way to happen.
Well, Miss Quick doesn't want me to do it anymore because she thinks I'm too young and it keeps coming through and the whole thing droops, so she'd rather do it with somebody else.
So, you'd better sit down a minute and let's try it again, shall we?
I've lost my leading role in the Christmas Carol. Miss Quick says Scrooge should be played by someone who's old and mean and ugly.
Well, I think you're ideal for the part.
Yes, well, if you ask me, you're well out of it, too. There's more to life than amateur dramatics. I was telling Mildred I had a splendid time with the Prime Minister last night.
Yes, the PM having in for sherry and asked his advice on economics.
And on microphone technique. He was worried about keeping his head still. But I told him there's nothing in it.
Wasn't the Undersecretary there too, sir?
Oh, yes, Sir Gregory was around, but it was me the PM wanted to talk to.
Good morning, all of you.
Hello.
Just dropped in to tell you LENNOX-BROWN that the PM's recording went very well last night. But sorry you had to stand outside in the rain all evening.
Stand outside? But
Quiet.
Well, someone had to keep an eye on my car. You can't be too careful with all those politicians around.
Mr. Lennox-Brown said...
Not now, Mildred.
But I hope you managed to glimpse the PM through the window, LENNOX-BROWN. He was in very good form last night.
Yes.
Okay.
The PM seemed to be taking an interest in my career. The Whitehall Whiskey, he called me. Yes. He's asked me to join his party to watch the moonshot in America.
Congratulations, Sir Gregory. I'm surprised it isn't not you ones you get on so well together.
I should keep quiet, too, unless you fancy an umbrella in the teeth.
Now, here's the tape of the PM's speech, by the way. See that it gets the BBC in good time for Friday's broadcast.
Very good, sir. Yeah.
You can take care of that, Lamb. I don't want you wasting your time playing around with that arty, crafty, amateur, dramatic mob. Can't have my staff prancing around in fancy dress with makeup all over their faces. This isn't the Foreign Office, you know.
Quite right. Quite right.
Of course I'm quite right. I'm always quite right. Oh, and by the way, I've decided to establish a ministry tape recording unit. After all, we've got to keep this department abreast of the times.
Oh, we do, Sir Gregory. We've had a typewriter for quite a while now.
Yes, but we must do more. With important items recorded on tape, we could dispense with these bulky files.
The trouble is, the ministry tape recorder is a bit unwieldy. It needs 3 men to carry it and 1 to work the foot pump.
Now, say no more, Lennox-Brown. Look here in my case.
Yes.
The latest portable recorder. I got it from the Ministry of Technology. Double track, hi-fi reproduction, and no bigger than a lunchbox.
Fine words, Sir Gregory. It sounds Japanese.
Only when you play it too fast. Now, the tape recording unit will be based on this office, so I'll leave the machine here. But
Yes, Sir Gregory.
I don't want people borrowing it for private use. That is absolutely forbidden. Do you understand?
We can do that.
Yes. So now, if you come with me, Lennox-Brown, we'll go and find a tape rack to store all the tapes you'll be using. Come along, man. Don't dawdle.
Oh, coming, Sir Gregory.
Sir Gregory seemed in a very good mood.
I suppose it's this trip to America.
Yes, but not only that. I hear he's been getting on rather well with Miss Bentwater from the typing pool. She's been doing a lot for him lately. And quite a bit of typing as well.
Well, I'm glad someone's happy.
Oh, now then, Mr. Love, it's no use going all moody about that play.
I know I could do Scrooge. I'm just no good at rehearsals. If only Miss Quick could see me do it with an audience.
Here, didn't you say you were speaking some bits for Mrs. Brackley's friends tonight?
She couldn't come to that. Mrs. Brackley won't let me bring girls in.
Well, why not borrow this machine and record your recitation? Then you could play it to Miss Quick.
What a good idea. But Sir Gregory especially said we must use it for private things.
Oh, you'll never know, will you?
Mildred, I've moved the tape rack since yesterday. Felt it looked out of place by the dartboard, so I put it between the rubber plant and your sewing machine.
I noticed, sir. It's rather smart, isn't it?
Yes. I also feel it can cut down the risk of error. For instance, last week's little snub to the Birmingham Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I honestly thought you dictated Birmingham Chamber of Horrors.
Morning, Mum. Morning, Mildred. Sorry I'm late.
Well, where on earth have you been to? No one's allowed to come in as late as this. Except possibly myself.
Well, I had a bit of difficulty balancing the tape recorder on my handlebars.
What? Don't tell me you took that new machine home with you.
Mr. Lamb had to take it home to clean it. I think.
Yes, quite right. Thank you, Mildred.
Nonsense. Give it to me. Hello. There's a tape on it. You've been using this at home, too.
Well, I cannot tell a lie. I borrowed it to record my recitation, that's all. Listen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you put down your glasses for a moment, Mrs. Brackley has asked me to show you a glimpse of my repertoire. We've got to work hard, not waste time being jolly.
That's quite enough of that, too. Sir Gregory expressly said this wasn't to be used for private purposes. Where's your sense of decency, too? Where's your sense of duty? Where's your sense?
What a stupid fuss. You're worse than Sir Gregory. Well, I'm not staying here to be bullied.
Ooh, Mr. Lamb is upset. I wonder where he's going.
Same as he always does when he gets in a huff. He'll go out on the fire escape and throw paper darts at the pigeons. But how dare he disobey Sir Gregory's orders like that?
Oh, well, with no harm done. I mean, the tape recorder's still working. That's a nice cuppa, sir, to help pass the time.
No, not yet, Mildred. I couldn't give it proper attention. I've got to solve this Friday night problem.
Friday night, sir?
Yes, I still haven't found a deputy for the old-time dancing.
Oh, you definitely can't be there, then?
No, it's this wretched space shot again. They haven't invited me to America, but I'm supposed to watch on the TV monitor at Doon Hilly.
Oh, what a shame. Why can't they change the date of the space shot so you can go to the dance?
Well, I suggested that to Sir Gregory, Mildred, but he just gave it one of his evasive replies.
What did he say, sir?
Well, just 2 words, but neither was very encouraging.
Here, I've got an idea, sir. If you can't be there as master of ceremonies, why don't you record your call in advance?
And they could play back the tape on Friday night. Well done, Mildred. Have a go. What an excellent suggestion.
Of course, you need a tape recorder.
Ah, yes. And we couldn't use this one after what Sir Gregory said.
On the other hand, it is a civil service dancing club, isn't it?
That's the point. It's not as if it's a pleasure.
And you are a senior executive, after all.
Indeed. On the established staff, yeah. And it wouldn't take me long to record it.
I'm sure Sir Gregory wouldn't mind you borrowing the machine just once.
Come to think of it, I expect he'd be pleased. He likes us to be busy.
The microphone's all ready for you.
Thank you very much, yes. Well, just to have a look at Friday's program. Let's see now. Ah, yes. Hello. 1, 2, 3, testing.
You're okay for sound, sir?
Splendid. Off we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your partners for that old favorite, the St. Bernard's Waltz. And please don't step on the dog's paws. Mrs. Milburn. They're like a box here. Right, now. 1, 2.
Well done, Mr. Lennox-Brown. I thought you did that really beautifully.
One has to have rhythm, you know, and do it gracefully and with style.
Lennox-Brown!
Oh, so gracefully. That is Sir Gregory. What a shock. What a pleasant surprise.
So, you're misusing the new tape recorder, eh?
Now, don't jump to conclusions, Sir Gregory. It may look as if I'm using the tape recorder, but in actual fact, you say, I'm,
Cleaning it.
Cleaning it with a microphone in your hand? I'm not a fool, Lennox-Brown.
No, Sir Gregory? I mean, no, sir. No.
You've been playing around with that machine, and I gave express instructions that it must not be used for private purposes.
Let me explain, sir. You're annoyed, I take it.
No, I take it. You're obviously not to be trusted with it. Henceforth, the recorder will be kept in my office.
I don't think Sir Gregory's too pleased, Milton.
Oh, take no notice, sir. He's a bit upset about this American trip. It turns out it's Daphne Bentwell's birthday on Friday. He planned a little party for 2. They were going to have it in his office. Now it's off.
I see. Well, lucky I grabbed my dancing tape before he took the machine. He really doesn't want us to use it for private recordings, does he?
1, 2, 3. Testing. Hello, Daphne, my little lotus blossom. Bunny here. I'm recording this greeting because I'll not be here for your birthday on Friday. Hate to miss you, but duty calls. I'll soon be home, my angel, and I'll have something special for you. So as soon as I get back, I want you to pop up to my office for a bit. Look after yourself, my little turtle dove. Lots of love and many happy returns from Bunny. Hello, my love, Bunny here.
What?
Oh, Pitkin speaking.
Stilton here. It's about this American space shot nonsense.
Yes, sir, yes. I'm going over there with the PM.
Well, that's why I'm ringing. There's a big chance for Britain to grab some of the credit.
Good Lord. Are the astronauts using British hankies again?
No, but apparently they're going to collect some mineral samples.
That's right, sir, yes.
Well, the world's #1 mineralogy man is Professor Nethercote of Oxford University. They want him to record instructions that the astronauts can listen to while working on the moon's surface.
I see, sir. Yes.
I heard about your ministry tape recording unit.
Yes.
And I want you to send someone to Oxford to record the professor's instructions.
Of course, sir. Delighted to be of service.
Then you'll take the tape to America.
Leave it to me, Lord Stilton. I'll send 2 operatives to Oxford at once.
Well, how do you like Oxford, too?
It's quite attractive, isn't it? But when you've been through Cambridge, no other university compares.
I didn't know you went through Cambridge.
Oh, yes. It was a Friday afternoon. And I remember because my bike broke down.
Professor Nethercote will receive you in the library, gentlemen.
Oh, thank you very much. Very kind of you. I've heard of this chap, Nethercote, you know. He's one of our top scientists.
Yes, a first-class brain by all accounts. That'll be him over by the science shelves. Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, good day, gentlemen. Well, my name is Lennox-BROWN, sir, and this is my colleague, Mr. Blair. Well, we're none of us perfect. We've come to record your instructions for the mineral search.
Oh, no, well, I'm afraid it's the only shirt I've got.
The recording for the astronauts, Professor Nethercote.
I had another one with green spots, but... What? Oh, I'm not Professor Nethercote.
You're not?
No, he's that brash young bounder over there.
Oh, so you've come to record my instructions, eh? Right, well, switch on. Let's get it over.
Just speak into the microphone here, Professor.
Digging on the moon's a tricky business. Right, now, listen carefully. With your feet firmly on the ground and gripping your partner's extension, still without bending the knees. If you see anything hopeful,
have a good grope around. But if you get no results, proceed to stage 2. Here, hang on a bit till I'll have to consult me now.
Yes, well, by all means, Professor, I'll switch off the tape.
Oh, marvellous, these gramophones, aren't they?
Yes, forgive my asking, sir, but who exactly are you?
Me? Oh, I'm, oh, dear, I had it a minute ago. Yes, Hall's my name. Albert Hall. Professor of Pure Logic.
I'm just sorting out all the tapes and boxes, sir, before I put them in the tape rack. I've invented a foolproof system so we always know what's what.
Good thinking, Mildred.
Now, this tape with the blue label is the PM speech, right?
Yes, that goes to BBC.
I'm putting that in the green box.
Blue label, green box.
And this one with the purple label goes in the yellow box. It's the professor's instructions to the moon men.
Purple label, yellow box.
So Gregory takes that with him to America.
Well, you have got it all well organised. And what about these private tapes?
Well, here's Mr. Lamb's Scrooge recitation with the violet label. That goes in this new grey box.
I'd have put it in the old grey dustbin, but go ahead, yeah. Ah, this is my tape for the old-time dancing.
That's easy. Put that in the black box.
Yes. And here's the tapes that Gregory made for Miss Bentwater.
Ah, that'll go in the blue box. I have to give that to Daphne on Friday.
What a splendid system, Mildred. But how do you remember which is which?
Oh, it's easy. I just put all the colours I like together. And all the colours I don't like together.
Ah, yes, of course.
I say, man, I just saw Miss Quick and she's coming to hear my Scrooge tape.
Oh, glory. Well, it's in the tape rack, too. But if that woman's coming, I'm off. She's always after me to lend her my suit for the pantomime. Right, come on, Mildred. We'll go and find some more tape boxes.
I do hope Miss Quick's impressed. If she still thinks I'm too young for Scrooge, perhaps I could play Tiny Tim. I could easily do it with velvet trousers and a wooden crutch.
So, this is your office, Mr. Lamb.
Yes, sorry about the pajamas on the desk, but there was simply no room in the safe. I've got the tape already.
Well, I am in rather a rush, so I'll take it and hear it at home.
No, all right, if you prefer it, but perhaps when you're here, you'd like to see my impersonation of Lloyd George. We shall fight them in the street. Oh, dear.
Dear me, you've knocked your tape rack over.
Silly me. Never mind, I'll pick them up.
Well, I must go, Mr. Lamb, so you just give me your tape.
Yes, it's this one in the green box. Or was it the yellow? No, it must be this one. Here you are, Miss Quick. You'll be amazed when you hear this, I promise you.
Happy birthday, Daphne Bentwater. Hello, Mildred. I brought you a little present. I knitted it myself.
Oh, Mildred, you shouldn't have. Oh, what a lovely big shopping bag.
Well, it's a hat, actually.
What a lovely big hat.
And Sir Gregory asked me to bring you this. It's a message he recorded for your birthday.
Fancy. And I thought he'd forgotten all about it.
I brought our tape recorder so you can listen to it now.
You are thoughtful, Mildred. But I don't think I know how to work it.
Oh, don't worry. I'll set it all up for you. Just press this button.
What a nice idea of Sir Gregory's.
Yeah.
It's funny. People think he's all pompous and stuck up. But really, he's quite sweet. He puts on funny voices and clowns around. Sometimes he has me rolling about.
Shall I start it then?
Yes, please.
Right. Off we go.
I want to talk to you now about something that vitally affects you and me.
That's Gregory.
I think it's one of his funny voices.
Just allow me but that in spite of changes going on around us, we shall continue doing the same basic things we've enjoyed in the past. But I just want to tell you, the time has now come to try out new techniques. For a start, let us consider the French position.
That sort of thing on tape.
Our French friends have for years advocated a greater squeeze in certain essential areas.
That's enough of that. Dirty old devil. Wait, did I see him?
Yeah, Daphne, I'm not sure that was Sir Gregory. It was in the blue box, but look, it's got a blue label as well.
Oh, that's a good job done, too. Mr. Gregory's telegram says the astronauts got their tape all right, and the PM speech is safe at the BBC.
Here, I just took Sir Gregory's tape and his film Walter?
Well done, Mildred.
Only when we played it, it wasn't. I gave her the PM speech.
Oh, I say, did you hear that, Ron? How very amusing.
It isn't funny, Mr. Lamb.
No, it's about the economy. It wouldn't be. Rather boring, I suppose.
Quiet, too, will you? I don't like the sound of this.
I mean, where's Sir Gregory's tape?
Well, he was in the green box with the yellow label, or vice versa.
No, that was my recital at Mrs. Bradley's party.
What?
Or was it in the purple box?
No, that was the chat for the moon men.
Where is my tape for the old-time dance?
It doesn't matter, sir. It's all too late.
Here is the news summary read by John Curl. The American astronauts, Commander Costello and Captain Abbott, who landed on the moon last night, today began their planned search for minerals using taped instructions from a British expert. Viewers watching the scene on worldwide television were surprised when the astronauts stepped onto the moon's surface, joined hands, and began to dance the Gay Gordon. The astronauts later danced the Velita, and Commander Costello was thrown in the air by his partner. He is now the first man to orbit the moon without a spacecraft. That's the end of the news summary. There now follows a specially recorded broadcast by the Prime Minister, who will speak on the country's economic problems. The Prime Minister.
We've got to work hard, not waste time being jolly. We've got to work hard to rake in the lot. We've only found out, although it seems funny, it's the easiest way to double your money. I'll make them work hard and keep them in debt. I'm the meanest man you've ever met.
I'm glad I was away while that lot happened.
Oh, it was all right in the end, Mildred. The old-time dancing on the moon was a great success.
Yeah, I read about it in the papers. The Americans said it was planned to show off their fitness and skill. But what about your tape going out as the PM speech?
Oh, well, as soon as the political broadcast was announced, everybody switched off.
What did worry us was the civil service old-time dancers. They followed the instructions for the moon men. All that gripping and groping, and someone sent for the vice squad.
And Daphne Bentwater got dead stroppy about her message from Sir Gregory.
Oh, she soon forgave him, Mildred. He brought her some gifts from America.
Just what she'd always wanted. Cigars and whiskey.
Just a minute, though. There was another tape.
Was there?
That's Sir Gregory's birthday message to Miss Bentwater.
Oh, Gloria. Where did that go then?
Ah, there you are, you two.
Oh, Sir Gregory, we can explain everything about it.
I understand you sent a tape of my voice to the drama group producer.
Oh, yes.
She's delighted with it. Said my voice was just right. She's offered me a leading role in A Christmas Carol. Larking about with lots of jolly little actresses, what?
I thought you didn't approve of amateur dramatics, Sir Gregory.
One has to learn to be flexible, you know. I wonder what the part is. I can't wait to start rehearsal.
Oh, now I see what Miss Quick meant about filling that last vacant part.
What, you mean you know what part she's offered him?
Yes, it must be. He won't be very pleased.
What's he going to play, sir?
The Ghost of Christmas Past.
Getting things taped as the men from the ministry were Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. Also featured were Norma Ronald, Ronald Baddiley, John Graham, and Hilary Pritchard. The program was written by Edward Taylor and John Graham and produced by Edward Taylor.